So the first thing you want to think about when you have your small groups for guided reading is a place to meet with them. And you could always use your classroom link if you want, but it's kind of nice to have separate Google Meet links for separate groups. So I'm just going to show you how I did this. I just have a picture and a color on each one, and I put the names of the students in there. Now I'm just going to click down below here, press return a little bit. Basically what I did is I inserted a table, and I did two cells or two columns across the top, and I did 8 right here. So what happens is this table comes in here, and if I control click, I can highlight these two and control click and go to table properties and say I want everything to be at the top, and I want the table to be in the center, and I want to pick a different background. So you can see that this is going to turn yellow, and then maybe I don't want to have any dark lines in between like that. So if I go like that, you can see it's yellow, and I would repeat this process. Control click, go to your table properties, find a different color, like purple or what have you. Say okay. Now the pictures, you just find a picture online. So I did a search on a rabbit, and I'm going to just control click on this, and I'm going to save the image as, and it's going to just save it as whatever it was called. It's going to put it on my desktop, so there it is. And I like to use this resource called remove.bg to get the background off. So once I go to remove.bg, I upload the image. I'm looking for that one right there. I'm going to select it, and it's going to pull it in, and it's going to take out all that stuff in the background. Did a pretty good job. I'm going to download it. Once I download it, all I have to do is find it. There it is. Drag it inside, and voila, it's perfect. Just a couple little quick tips. If I double click, I get these little tiny black lines, and I can make the image, really, really tight here. So I just have this, click outside of it, click in the middle, center it, what have you, and then you can stretch it out as big as you want. Right? Then down below you just put in the names of the students, etc. To add more, you can just press Control and say you want to insert a row below, Control, insert a row below, and then just change the colors of these. So you would just highlight these two, Control click, and then go to these table properties, and maybe you want red or what have you. So just repeat that process, okay? Now I'm going to delete this table by Control clicking and delete the table, and I'm going to pretend that I have this all done. Actually, I want to delete these rows. So I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to Control click, and I'm going to select delete those 4 rows. So here I am back with my original table, and I want to make this a breakout meet link, and I want it to be secured. I don't want to have kids just join it like a calendar invite. I want to be there or have a staff member there before they enter the room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go make a new tab, and you all have up here this meet, and you're going to make a secured meet. It's going to be kind of like a nickname link, but they don't have to put a nickname in. So I'm going to go here, kids can't make one. So I'm going to call this is cool, and continue. But what I'm going to do here is I am going to steal this link right here. So there's a link right here. I'm just going to copy it. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to copy this. Now, Command C, copy, or edit, copy. All right. Now, normally I would never copy this because they would always have to put in this code, and then they would get there. This right here actually changes. Every time they go to a breakout, it actually changes. But I'm going to make it so we can always go to this link and make it secure and not have them type in the password. So just come along with me, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I've copied this link, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste it up here. And when I paste it up here, you can see that's what it has. And I'm going to go after the com and that little forward slash, and I'm going to type in look up and another forward slash. Think about the lookup has these arms around it. This is what I want to use. So I'm going to click 3 times and go edit, copy, and now I've made my own nickname link that is safe and secure that they don't have to put in a nickname for. So now when I go back to my breakouts, I'm going to click on the image and I'm going to link it. So you see I have this link right here, or I can go insert and link, but you have to click on the image, and then I'm just going to paste that in there. So when they're ready to join the link, they just click on this and they are going to go. Now we're going to make this view only for them because we only want them to interact with it. So I'm going to click right here, and I might say change to anybody with North Clackamas with the link can join. Okay, I can put in individual students if I want, but I wouldn't worry about that at this point. So you're going to copy that link, you're going to say done, then you're going to go to your Google Classroom and you are going to post it. And I would recommend, and it's totally up to you, but in Google Classroom you might want to have some topic in there. So if I go in and I say, let's move this over, I want to go to classwork, I'm going to create a topic called small groups or breakouts. So small guided reading groups, and I might want to do that. I'm going to add that topic. And there it is. You can now create materials and just type in our guided reading groups or whatever you want. And if they're younger kids, you might want to make it a little bit simpler. But now I can add that document. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to just find this particular, there it is. So I'm going to say, yep, put that in there. Okay. I'm going to make sure that it is underneath the small guided reading groups. And I could always say, click on your color or your animal and join. And I can assign it to all students. So it's going to appear at the top. So if I post it, that's great. By the way, you might have noticed that I have these really cool icons in my topics. And you could easily go to reading, or I could just say book, emoji. And this is just super cool. It has to be emoji. So I usually go to this right here. And I can see that there's books right here. Emojis actually are not pictures. They're actually considered to be words or text. So I'm just going to copy that. And now I'm going to go back here and back here. And I'm going to go small greeting, rename. And I'm going to just paste that in there. And I can put it at the end too if I want. And just kind of makes it a little bit easier for the kids to see it, but it's right there, easy for them to find. So that's how you create a place for them to join the small groups. Also, if you're K1, you could easily create a button if you're using the easy button for the same type of thing. Hope that helps.